Hi, this is Gary and Di Nixon filming this from Atlanta, Georgia. We've been here 20 years, came here in 1999 from Bristol. Our boys were about 9 and 10 years old then, and we've been here ever since. But we haven't lost our Englishness. In fact, Di just made a wonderful lamb and mint sauce, which isn't eaten very much in America, but we still hang on to these British habits. But talking about the Navigators, I want to thank you for your influence on our lives. First got involved with the Navigators in Cardiff in 1978. I wasn't a Christian back then, and in my freshman year I distinctly remember walking into a room of Nav guys doing a Bible study. In that room were Ian Armstrong, who you know, Jeff Creswell, who you know, Dave Morris, and Christians like that. And I just realised they had something which I didn't have, had a big effect on me. And within a couple of weeks I became a Christian. I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Saviour. Di became a Christian a few weeks after that. And we stayed involved with the Nav work in Cardiff. And then 4 years later, in 81, I got my first job in the Bristol area, in Chippenham. And I wanted to stay involved in the Navs because I was still a little bit green at that time. In fact, quite a lot green. I remember getting a contact from a guy who lived in the Southmead area in the Navigators, and I turned up his doorstep in August 1981 with my suitcase. The only problem was he didn't expect me to show up with my suitcase. Anyway, Muzz was on the scene, and he talked to me and he said, "Listen guys, he's one of our brothers. We can't let him go homeless in Bristol." So thus began a wonderful friendship with Muzz. We lived together in Cambridge Park, Concord Drive, Elton Road. I think I met Dave Gale, who's there, Archie, who's there, Colin and Rebecca Thompson. We got wonderful friendships. And during those days, I learned four key values that have stayed with us for the rest of our life. The first is really digging into the Word and applying it to your life. The second is life on life mentoring. The third is friendship evangelism. And the fourth, and perhaps the most important, is learning to be a good cook. Muzz taught me to be a good cook, didn't he, Di?
He did, and we still have tuna bake, Muzz. But Gary hasn't learned to cook for two people. He still cooks as though he is cooking for Cambridge Park.
Right. Anyway, in 1984, we got married.
Yeah.
And very fortunately for us, George and Chris just started this couples group. And what a wonderful opportunity for us as brand new married couples to learn from George and Chris. Howard and Esme Spencer were in that group. Ian Burnham, Anne Burnham was there. And we really valued those friendships and many things we learnt from them. Do you remember that, Di?
I do, and one thing I really took away with me was, I just want to thank Chris. She taught me the value of spending time with individuals, drawing alongside them and sharing life skills. And this is something that we do in our group, and also me with the neighbours and people I meet. So that was a time of a real life learning skill for me.
And George and Chris didn't just share words, they shared possessions as well. Like, for example, back in about 1986, we were very poor back then, weren't we?
We were.
And we didn't know how to have a vacation. But they offered us to use their caravan in Devon. And I remember that holiday in Devon. Do you remember that?
It was a special one.
A very special. Yeah. In fact, every morning I woke up singing these words. Blue skies shining on me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Every morning we sang those words, and every day it rained all day, but we never gave up hope. And we sang Blue Skies every day. But it was a wonderful holiday, wasn't it?
It was. And thank you for opening your caravan to us.
And anyway, in all seriousness, we treasure those days with you all in Bristol. And we wish you the very best. Have a great evening, and you're very welcome to spend time with us in the Southeast USA. God bless.
We wish you were there. We were there.